Okay, we're recording.
Oh,
Right.
fabulous. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, all right, so the easiest way to be able to identify who's in what district for purposes of emails like this that you want to just forward to constituents is probably through the legislative district matching tool. For that, you go here to this reports analysis area.
Right.
The database, political collateral assets.
Yep. Got it.
And then I'd go over here to district, since you know the specific district that you want to find information on.
Right.
So I'd choose Virginia, State House. Right, it was Dr. O'Bannon was State House?
Yes, it's Delegate O'Bannon, and he's, no, he's actually a representative house, delegate house. Oh,
Okay,
he's a delegate, so yes, it's State House, sorry, yes.
Yeah, so there's your listing of all the VANA members by district, State House district. So then you would just scroll down to find
him in there.
There he is.
He is 73, I believe. Oh, look, we got 21. Fabulous. Yep.
21. So you can just click on that 21 number.
And it'll show you who it is.
There's all the people, and then you can either just email them right from the database.
Okay.
Or you can just export the data, and it goes into an Excel sheet, and you can just grab their emails that way and just email them on your Outlook or whatever, Gmail, whatever you have. So, you know, so that's what I would do if I were you. I would just say, okay, well, there's the 21 people. You know, let me go ahead. Well, sorry, I just got ahead of myself that way. You want to pick any fields you want about them. So in this case, we would want their home email.
Right.
Go ahead and put phone in there as well. So that, you know, just a reminder, we only store what their preferred method of contact for a member, and it's always phone and home email. So just always choose those two. And then you select your folder. So in your case, it would be Virginia. So that's going to save it in there. And then just, you know, Dr.
O'Bannon say. Okay. So let me ask you this. When I've downloaded a couple of things that I didn't hit the right fields, and then you know, they were not helpful downloads, am I able to go in there and just X out some of those downloads? Because as you can see, when you were just going through, there's several of them, and they're not all helpful, so that's why I'm asking.
Oh, the previous files that you created?
Yes.
I don't know, but I mean, I have that all the time too. I just leave them in the database.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. I see what you're doing, individual fields. And then the one thing that I didn't know about, or I guess I kept overlooking, was that there's the legislative fields too. So sometimes when I'm looking up a legislator, there's that nice thing with the legislators fields that you can put all the stuff in. So that's nice. Okay. I'm following you.
So if you're pulling a list that's broader than just one district, key to getting the matching the individual to their legislator is to also choose those legislator fields.
Okay. So, and you think this is easier to do it this way and then individually email versus having it done as having it being done directly from the DD website?
I do. I mean, if you are, because you already have this email, like it all depends on the situation.
Yes.
But like here, to me, you could just take that, you copy, you take your email.
Right. It's 21 versus thousands of members like ANA does. I gotcha.
Right. And you're done.
Okay.
You know, I mean, that's how easy it was to forward something along like that. You know, if it's a more formal email that you want to send from VANA, you know, and especially if you want to send it from somebody other than yourself, then it would be helpful to the database. So, you know, if you want it to come from Jan, let's say, you know, as president, all you would do in that case is pull up that same list. Let's see, let's go back. come on. Maybe it's not going to let me put it, you know, so we go back in, choose district again. So this time, you know, we just choose this email merge, execute, and then we can send the email through the database. Do you want to go through that? Have you done that in a while?
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I haven't done that. I really have never done that. So,
okay, so let's go through that process then. So, you know, if we want to email, so we would just click that email. We'd give it just an internal name at this point. And then click create.
Yep.
And
we talked about this about a year ago, but we never executed it. So this is good that you're taking the time to do this with me, and it's being recorded, because that way I can use this as a reference without bugging you all the time.
Oh, and you know, I never mind. It's always easy for me. You know, I'm in the system every day, so.
Well, you guys are really good. You really are always accessible, and you always make it a point to be not only accessible, reachable, and available at a time that works with our crazy schedule. So I really appreciate you doing this with me.
It really is our pleasure. So, so here are the four. So once you click create, DDC has this kind of step-by-step process that it utilizes. So there's 4 steps: creating an email, and your goal is to change the orange asterisk to a green check mark, and that means the section has been completed successfully. So this is already a green check mark because we already said who we wanted to email. We already said it's those 21 people.
Gotcha.
If you didn't target them first, if you just went to this communications, create email, then you'd have to complete this section with who you wanted to email.
I gotcha.
So,
okay.
So this first section, this email details, you give it, you know, and the name you want for the email.
Gotcha.
Town hall meeting. You could say who you want it from. You know, if you want it from Jan. But then you want it to just go back to, you know, a generic email address that you guys might have.
I gotcha. Yeah, like GRC or something. Right, I gotcha. And are you able to do it? Are you able to do it in the from name under VANA? And because I'm not on the website, I have to ask you this, but under Jan, like, could it come from like the GRC co-chair or chair or something, or can it only be populated if it's, oh, it can? Okay.
You can say anything you want here. So I could see, you know, VANA GRC.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay.
But then if you wanted to reply to a certain, you know, if you wanted to come back to you as the reply,
I gotcha.
You know, who they're actually emailing, you can say that too.
So, okay. Gotcha.
So I usually should, you can choose either an HTML or a text email. I usually go with HTML. Most people have it these days. And that's all you have to do for that first section.
Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
I lost you.
Oh, can you hear me now? Hello?
Are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Kate, I lost you.
I'm here. I can hear you.
All right, I can hear you. All right, what I did is I can't hear you on the phone, but I can hear you on my computer, so we'll just do it that way. That's fine.
Okay, sorry. So
this is so weird.
I know. I could hear you fine. So
I've got a laptop, a cell phone, and an iPad, so we can do this.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we got through that first section just fine. So that's why I went to a green check mark. So then the next section is the body of the email. And so here's where you would just write what you want to say. You can say, you know, you can merge fields. We can say dear first name. And that will customize it to the person we're emailing. And then, sorry, you write whatever you'd like. Are you there, Sel? Hello? Uh-oh, I think I lost Jeff. Hello? Hello?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So you're just going to enter your text here, whatever you have to send everyone. Once you have a good, we can also create a template for you. So if you wanted to use something, you know, we just insert the Virginia logo here instead.
Okay.
And use this as a template for your emails, or you could just do it as a regular text email. Either way works.
Okay.
So you click save. You already have your email audience, but let's say, just in case, we'll go over that section just so you know how it works. So let's say you didn't have your email audience defined. You would go into the section and say, we want everyone who lives in state representative district for Virginia. Why are you doing that? It's going to pull up all the districts. And we know in this case we want 73.
Right.
So we would push that over, add it over here as one of our fields. Click search. And 21 individuals. So that's the same list we got before. So we're going to click save. And then the last is just the campaign reporting. That's just the internal filing system. So we'd go down here to Virginia. The one kind of annoying thing is
Oh my God.
turn off your computer audio. Yeah. Okay. We have there's that, and then we give it a let's do it. Yeah. So, okay, so now that's easier now that we've created some folders in there. All right, so there's our filing. So we know how to find everyone, everything. Click save. And everything's all set. So now you can send yourself a text email. You can send it to multiple people at the same time. So, you know, if I wanted to, you just do a semicolon and you can send it to whoever you'd like to preview the email. But so there's that send test email. Once you're satisfied that it looks okay, you can then either just send it or you can schedule it to go out later. and you do that just using the schedule email tool. And you could say, I want to go out any day at whatever time, and it just sends it on your behalf. Now, can you turn off your computer audio?
Huh?
Can you turn off the audio on your computer? Just use the phone for the audio?
Okay, hold on a second. Oh, God.
You should be able to do it just in that GoToWebinar screen.
I did. Is this better?
Yeah, it's much better. I was getting a lot of feedback. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I was hearing that, but I didn't know what that was about. I must have moused over it and accidentally turned it on unknowingly.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, so you know, that's kind of the main ways to send your email. So it's whatever you get comfortable with, I think, in terms of whether you'd want to just send it on your own email or then utilize the system. Like I said, it's nice because you can track emails through the system, so you can tell who's opened it, you know, who's actually clicked on any of your links. You can
and I think that's a fantastic thing. Yeah, that's a really wonderful feature too.
Right. So we like doing that, you know, on our AANA email just because it goes to so many people. But if you're only worried about sending it to
20 people, right?
Right. You know, go through all those steps for your purposes. The other nice thing you can always do is if you do start sending a bunch of emails from the system and you just have some follow-ups that you want to send, that kind of thing, instead of having to recreate all the steps, you can just find the last, you know, the email that you sent. So there's, you know, our draft email. Instead of recreating it, you can just go over here to this copy feature and press that, and it creates a whole nother email with all the work you already did already filled in. So you could just go in and just change like the subject line, let's say, and just say, reminder, you know, town hall tomorrow, please attend. And that way you're not, and that makes it a really easy, quick process for you.
Okay.
So I guess any questions about that? Does that meet your needs for what you were trying to accomplish?
Yes, and actually not only was it helpful for meeting my needs, but it's also great because we were able to go over the two different ways to do it. And that way, like you mentioned, I think if it's something that's only for 20 individuals, it's very easy for me to put together and doing it from my personal email. And if it's something where we really want to go out to the entire membership, or, you know, it's something with 67 constituents or something crazy like that, then it's better to use your system. I may go in there once I get my password straightened out and actually create a draft so that when there is something that needs to go out, then it won't be, you know, as tedious for me. But I think going over this and taking the time to do this and having you record this, I think will be very helpful for me to access later as well.
Perfect. And just so you know, the one other area of support for you, should you ever need it, and obviously I'm here, you know, as your first line, but you can go here to this help desk within the system, and they have created quick reference guides, training manuals, and videos on everything we just covered.
Oh, terrific. So, I have gone through those manuals, but it's been a while, and I never did it for the email distribution part. So that's great that you pointed that out, so thank you.
Yep, so here's all the information on sending emails. So if you ever get stuck, this will, you know, this has everything you need.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Kate. Sorry for the delay.
No worries.
Stay safe and warm.
Thank you. You too.
And thanks for letting me know about Frank's preference. We'll make sure it's chocolate. We're going to keep it hush-hush and do a surprise. And hopefully all the roads will be okay. I imagine by Wednesday they will be. And I hope you get enough time to go out there, take your puppies, and enjoy their new booties.